How can you feel confident when you get to the investment part on your discovery calls? A lot of coaches I speak to and I coach have a great time on the discovery calls and they have great conversations, but when it comes to discussing the money part and the investment, something happens to them and there's some sort of inner insecurities that kind of appear on our calls that make it quite difficult for us. My name is Sandra Wilson and I'm a business coach who specialises in really helping female entrepreneurs see their true value and bring that true value into their pricing and the way that they turn up and show up on discovery calls. So in this video we're going to talk about how we can really feel confident when we get to the investment part of our discovery calls without all those gremlins kind of coming up and driving us crazy. The first thing I want to think about is always start your conversation with your client about what they want, like what is their vision and what is their why. What you're discussing here is how amazing they're going to feel just when they get to that, where they want to be. So all about that, discuss their why and their vision. A few questions you can ask your client once you've done that conversation. Some really nice questions are, like ask them, what are you feeling most excited about right now? And let them kind of reflect on what they've told you about their vision and what they want. So really let them tell you about what they're most excited about. And then you can say, so hypothetically, if we work together and we coach together and you achieve all of that and maybe start to repeat some of the things you've been saying, like how much is that or what would that be worth to you? So here you're not putting a monetary value on it as such, but you're really getting them to reflect how much that would be worth to them if they get that transformation and they manage to reach all their goals. So then that conversation is not going to just take 2 minutes. That's a bit of a lengthy, the main part of the conversation there, just discussing their why and how they're going to feel and what it's worth to them to really either to solve a problem, to get better at something, whatever your coaching offers them. And then even before you start to discuss what the investment would be to coach with you, just have a little talk about how your coaching really assists in that transformation. So you've discussed all about their why and where they want to go to, what they feel it's worth for them. Then it's your chance to really showcase the work that you do and why that's appropriate in what they want to achieve as well. And then going further on, just before you then say what your investment would be to do that coaching with them, then you can ask them, do you have any questions? So just before we talk about the investment, do you have any questions? This is just a simple sentence you can use. And that then allows them to maybe ask some questions about your offer that you've just talked about or, reflect on something else. And then when you've answered all those questions, it's then you go in to talk about the actual investment, like what it's going to be for them to invest in coaching with you. So you're talking about what they can then invest in your coaching, then to get the transformation they want. So can you see that it's not just a jumping in, that's what you want, this is what it's going to cost to coach with me, do you want the offer? It's more about, right, where are you? What do you want? What do you see in your future? And then that process goes on and then you're talking about, well, this is how my coaching then helps, my clients achieve X, Y, and Z, whatever they want to achieve. And then you start talking about what the investment would be once you've answered all of the questions. And then when you've given them the investment, you take a deep breath, you just let them know what the investment's going to be. It's then up to your client to make that decision, whether they're going to accept that support in getting that transformation they want. I want you to remember it's absolutely not a reflection on you if they don't decide to take up your coaching. That's not what this is about. It's not about you, it's about your client deciding where their priorities are. They then decide if they want to invest in you or not. So that way is really nice. So you're putting that on the table, saying this is what it is, this is investment to coach with me. You take a stand back and you're not attached to their decision. They are making the decision. What your responsibility is just to show up 100% committed to their success. That's your responsibility. If they accept your offer, then that's brilliant. Then you can go ahead and start coaching together. If they don't, that's okay too, because you've coached them to make that decision. They've made the decision at this time that investment isn't right for them. And that's absolutely what that call is about. It's not about getting them on the call and persuading them to part with their money. So in that way, that's how you can feel more confident showing up, talking about the investment part. So the whole call, yes, is for your client to decide, do they want to invest? But it's not like about you and what you're asking them to give you in payment. Them investing in your coaching is them investing in themselves. And then you can show up completely 100% committed to them, and then they get to decide. And as I said, if they want to then carry on with the coaching, that's great. You sort all that out and you get your contract. If they decide it's not for them, that's also great too, because you don't need to then be worrying about they wishy-washy about it. You want them to come to that decision on that call. Yes, there might be times when a client will go away and make some decisions and come back, but what I really want you to focus on is how you can show up 100% committed to yourself and to your client, and then asking for the investment doesn't then seem that big, massive annoyance or, drive us so mad in the call. So I want you to show up with that kind of energy and just having the feeling of just enjoying meeting new clients. Meeting new people. So you're getting potential clients on the call, but what you're doing is you're meeting new people, you're talking about what you absolutely love, which is your coaching offer, and then, your clients get to decide. So I want you to bring this kind of energy every time you step into your discovery call, and not the energy of, it might be too expensive, or, I'm going to feel really nervous talking about the price. Just get rid of that altogether. Just focus on what your client wants, what you can bring to your client's life as coaching in you, and then your client gets to decide. So I hope you found this helpful. If you are feeling a little bit frustrated around what you feel about turning up on your client calls, like you're feeling just that angst to talking about the money, then I would love to chat to you, because I have lots of ideas and refreshing ways that you can really reflect your true value in your own mind so that you turn up really powerfully. So if you do need that support and you would like to chat, then just get in contact with me and I would love to meet you. Okay, take care. Bye for now.